Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon. One man is now in jail after police say he stabbed the woman to death. The Clearwater County Sheriff's Department said it was called for a medical emergency last night around 8:30 to a home in Bagley, Minnesota. When officers arrived, they saw the suspect and the woman fighting and say the suspect pulled out a knife and stabbed the woman. She was rushed to the hospital but died from her injuries. The suspect tried to escape police but was eventually arrested. The suspect is expected to be charged with second-degree murder. Well, what a chilly start to the day, but can't complain when you can see what actually happened in Denver this morning. But what should we expect this afternoon? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. Yes, at least there's no snow, but it was pretty cold here this morning. We saw several locations drop down into the 20s. Here's a list of some of them. Wales, Adams, Webster, and North Dakota, 28 to 29. Hallock and Argyle in Minnesota dropped down to 29 degrees as well. And a map of some more of those areas that hit the freezing mark. Langdon was also at 28. Grand Forks dropped below freezing at 31, and Fargo hit 33. So there were some places that were pretty frosty this morning, and temperatures that have been struggling. They've been warming. We're about 20 degrees warmer in some of these spots, but struggling to warm up. We're at 49 right now in Fargo. It's 48 in Hallock and 46 in Grand Forks. Remember, it's early September. We're still expecting to have some warm temperatures on these dates, but we really aren't experiencing that right now. Here's a look at the latest radar and satellite map. You can see some afternoon clouds have been developing after having some sunshine earlier on, so it's not going to be a full-on blue sky day, and in fact in some cases we'll end up with some mostly cloudy skies heading into the afternoon. Here's a look at our hourly planner. We're going to see temperatures trying to climb into some 50s this afternoon, maybe get some breaks in the clouds and get some sun, but we're going to watch those temperatures drop yet again tonight, and another first alert weather day for tomorrow morning because of that threat for a freeze. I'll have details on that coming up.
To me, anything lower than 70 is cold. Thanks again, Lisa. Well, one man is in jail after state troopers busted him for speeding on I-94 and trying to get away from them. The Highway Patrol says when they tried to pull over a driver near Valley City late last night, he took off on what ended up being a 48-mile chase. They flattened all 4 of his tires with stop sticks, but he was still going at 15 miles per hour. A trooper finally stopped the vehicle northeast of Valley City using a pit maneuver and arrested 27-year-old Austin Muck for reckless endangerment, driving under suspension, and fleeing. A female passenger was also arrested on an outstanding warrant. A major development in the race to produce a vaccine for COVID-19, some of the world's most well-known drug makers are presenting a united front, saying they will not rush out a vaccine without proper testing. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has the details.
The race to develop a vaccine for COVID-19 now powered by an unprecedented joint pledge. This morning, the CEOs of 9 pharmaceutical companies, including AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer, say they will commit to high ethical standards and sound scientific principles as they work toward developing a vaccine. The statement includes a pledge to always make the safety and well-being of vaccinated individuals our top priority, and to only submit a vaccine for approval or emergency authorization after demonstrating safety and efficacy through a phase 3 clinical study that is designed and conducted to meet requirements of expert regulatory authorities. The hope that this pledge will ensure public confidence in the process, and confidence could be faltering. A USA Today poll of voters found 2/3 say they won't get a coronavirus vaccine as soon as it comes out. 1 in 4 say they don't want to ever get it. While in a controversial move last week, the CDC asked states to prepare for a large-scale distribution of a coronavirus vaccine by November 1st, 2 days before the election. Part of what the administration has dubbed Operation Warp Speed, to make sure a vaccine is approved and reaches as many people as quickly as possible. The president has repeatedly suggested a vaccine could be ready by this fall.
This could have taken 2 or 3 years, and instead it's going to be done in a very short period of time. Could even have it during the month of October.
Others have tempered those expectations. Dr. Anthony Fauci predicting approval would come by the end of the year.
Is it possible that it could be before then? And the answer is yes. I think it's unlikely, but I think it's possible.
There are currently 9 phase 3 trials underway, 3 of them here in the United States. Thousands of people have volunteered. Some get the placebo, some get the vaccine. The FDA says for a vaccine to be proven effective, at least 50% of the people who receive it have to be protected. Now let's take a look at COVID-19 numbers. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 387 confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 2 new deaths linked to the illness. In total, over 1,800 deaths have been attributed to the disease. Over 74,000 people are listed as recovered. In North Dakota, there are 75 new cases in the state. The death toll remains at 156. The active case count is up to 2,264. Well, Morehead Area Public Schools returns back to classes after being out for almost 6 months. When breaking down the students by grade, that's about 7,000 students over 13 public school systems heading back to the classroom. But with schools starting in a hybrid model, only half will actually see a classroom today. The biggest thing students and staff need to remember is face masks are required at all times. Now, these full details can be found on our VNL News app. The Main Avenue makeover is done. People headed back to work or school after the Labor Day holiday, and those in Fargo are going to see a surprise where construction cones used to be. The section of Main that was shut down for the final phase of road work over the past 5 months is open and is a month ahead of schedule. It's now clear sailing on Main Avenue from Broadway to University Drive after the stretch between 8th and 10th Streets wrapped up over the weekend. Well, Kohl's is launching its new customer loyalty program nationwide today, and it's called Kohl's Rewards. Now it's free and members earn 5% Kohl's Cash Daily on every purchase and will get personalized deals and perks. Now Kohl's Rewards replacing the previous program Yes to You, in which members earn points on purchases that were then converted to rewards. Kohl's says this makes it easier for customers to understand what they're earning and how to redeem it. Well, coming up at noon, doctors are making preparations for what they believe will be a busy flu season and a chilly day to add to our books. Well, weather up next to Plan Your Day.